So we're joined today by the fabled Sneak Darling Maynard in his flannel, fresh off of his wine tasting. How was that?
It was miserable.
We're switching to beer. That's where the magic happens.
Hold on, we need a consistent. Hold on, we need a consistent thought process here.
Okay.
We can't
Are
just
you
say,
adding these to the list?
"Hey, we joined with." How was your wine tasting? I could really go for a beer. All right, hard reset. You ever seen The Office when he says, "Sometimes I start a sentence and I just don't know where it's going"? That's Nick.
It's me.
Yeah.
This is really good. Holy shit.
Are we starting over again?
We should do a beer podcast about it. Fuck. I haven't even opened mine yet.
You should open it.
All right.
It's really pretty.
Gluck Gluck 3000.
Oh.
That's good. I like that.
Huh. We're off to a good start.
What are we doing?
Cheer for all.
I think we're shooting a podcast.
Yep.
So for today,
Yep.
we're doing Shiner Holiday Cheer beer. And we have a special guest.
Sneak Maynard.
Okay. Yep. Hi.
Hi.
Brett Maynard.
It's Brett. Brett's here today.
Yeah.
I'm late.
A few moments later.
Camera?
They had cameras when this beer came out.
Did they?
What
When
year
did it
did
come
the
out?
first camera come out? Sometimes you conflate the beer and the brewery, though. When
That's
did
true.
Shiner Holiday Cheer start? Because the Shiner Brewery started in 1909 as the
Correct.
Spetzel Brewery.
2010 is when the Shiner Cheer came out.
Yeah, they did have cameras then, so you weren't
Digital cameras actually probably close to when we started to take pictures with those at parties and events.
wrong. Words and sentences.
Galas, parties, fiestas,
Meanings.
siestas.
Yes, is an app.
Is this
that's
like
good.
is this like the Shiner box stuff or whatever?
Yeah, so that's their claim to fame, right? But they made the Shiner Cheer off of that. Yep.
Yeah.
It's from Shiner, Texas. Have you been? I know you're a Texas frequenter.
I've been to Texas 3 times.
I was like, he doesn't really go
Damn,
that
that's
often.
one more time than me.
No,
I lived there
never
for
been
2 years.
Tell me I'm wrong. Houston Airport smells like dirty socks.
I wouldldn't know.
She
Which
drove.
one?
You walked there?
Well, there's two. There's 2 Houston airports. So there's Hobby.
Oh, the sock one and then
My
not
hobby
sock.
horse.
Hobby's small. It's like you have to drive a little bit further, but it's a lot smaller.
No, the main one.
Yeah, I never went to that one.
It's the one that smells like dirty socks.
I haven't been to that one.
You're not selling it well.
But I'm not a
It doesn't
salesman.
surprise me though, because that place is overpopulated.
I mean, Dallas, their airport, I don't like at all. It's
I went to
confusing.
that. I did go to that one.
Which airports do you like?
Yeah, none.
Right.
Yeah, so
They're always
Panama.
like,
Panama City's airport is nice.
they're always like, oh yeah, you set off the thing. Come in this room. I'm gonna grab your balls and pull your pants down. Right.
I just don't like taking my shoes off.
Or heard you.
That's the worst part.
We heard
It
your
is
darling.
disgusting. Like that's disgusting.
But if you did it in Houston, you'd fit right in. It smells like socks. Full circle. Makes
So
sense.
Bring it back.
brought to you today in the Malt Vault. We are enjoying. Nope, we are drinking and talking about Shiner Holiday Cheer, which gets a 5.4% ABV, 22 IBU.
I like
So,
it.
Yeah, it's very
I
fruity.
actually
I think
really
it's
like
kind of
it.
fruity, honestly. It's got a fruit smell, a fruit taste, fruit finish. It's fruity all around.
I like it a lot.
It's a regular fruit cake.
What is this?
Shiner Cheer.
No, I mean what kind of beer is this?
Oh, this is a wheat beer or Dunkelweizen. Because
Dunkelweizen?
because the founder was a Czech/German immigrant.
Oh.
Getting back to our
I thought he was Bavarian.
from Bavaria, but German is from Bavaria. Bavaria is in Germany.
Barbary.
Yeah, sound tracks in the words of Seth.
No, it almost tastes fake. It kind of tastes like a bush apple almost. Like, you know what I mean? Like that.
Not even close.
Like, you don't think so?
no.
No.
You think it's worse?
Yeah.
It's the peaches. In the
It's-
on the
I
bottle it
guess I
says
could-
peaches and pecans.
I could see that, but it's almost like there's more of a nutty caramel taste. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, yeah, caramel.
Yeah.
But
I
like
get the caramel a lot.
like superficial almost though, like on the over the top a little bit.
Is it
Yeah.
Is it pecans or pecans?
Depends on
Pecans.
which airport you go to in
Pecans?
Houston.
Pecans.
The foot one or the regular one?
Yeah, the foot one or the small one where you have to drive and walk.
Oh.
Peaches,
The hobby.
I'd say pecans.
Okay. I think it's subjective, I think, in everyone's opinion.
What's more positive, pecans or pecans? My first like immediate reaction is I don't love it, but we'll
Give it a
see.
few.
I'll give it a bit.
Give it a few.
It's different. It's definitely
Definitely different.
Yeah.
If you haven't had it, try it and see what you think. Because
I think it's interesting that they call it the most successful holiday beer. Shiner like self-proclaims it.
it's only been around for 10 years,
Since 2010.
13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Weird how you think 2010 is 10 years ago.
Untapped has it at 3.59 on 138,000 views. They describe the makeup and ingredients as a Bavarian-style dark wheat ale or Dunkelweizen, brewed with Texas peaches and roasted pecans.
Yeah.
I don't taste pecans, but I don't eat pecans on a daily basis.
Because
But
you
I
eat
can-
pecans.
I pecan drink the pecans.
I can taste the peaches. The peaches grow
That's
in
what I was
Texas or
getting
only
to.
in Georgia? You don't know.
Probably some plantation in the south.
You pecan? No. Interesting fact. Do you know why these are twist offs?
No.
So you can get the beer out. I don't know. That's what it was on their website.
That's what's on their website?
They have a lot of really funny videos on their website.
Really?
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of like little silly videos. If you go to the Shiner website and watch, they have like the owner is there and he's like, "Why? What? Yeah,
That's the guy who started at Cosmos Spetzel.
right. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, long time ago. He started that in 1909. I mean, the guy who runs it now. I'm sorry, Jimmy
You said he's
Morick.
dead.
Jimmy Morick. He's been there 36 years as the head brewmaster. But he puts out a lot of funny videos. He's like a question pops up and it says, "What did Shiner Brewery do during the Prohibition?" And he says, "Well, during Prohibition, we weren't allowed to sell beer legally, so we didn't sell beer legally." Basically saying like they just
We
sold beer.
still
They just
sold
sold
it
beer.
on the table.
Typical Texas fashion. They were just
Yeah.
like,
They do whatever they want.
"Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
We're gonna do what we want."
They have guns. They do what they want.
No, it's worth checking out. Their website's really funny. He's got a lot of videos on there and stuff.
I'm going to
but
go to it. I'm going to watch it.
114
don't
years
do it
old.
right now. We're doing a podcast.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Will you walk to the airport and then fly there?
Yeah.
Or will you drive to the airport?
I was just talking about the website, but yeah.
Oh, got it.
I was going to go to the website tomorrow. Thanks for listening, though.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Clearly.
So, one thing that I found interesting when I was talking about when I was reading about like the different types of ales and how this. Why are you making that face at me?
Go ahead.
Was I not here?
Different ales.
Oh, yeah. So, they call this an ale, and then their article was like, we weren't like privy enough to make ourselves a strong ale. So I went down this tangent of looking up what an ale is versus a strong ale. And a strong ale just essentially means anything more than 7%. So you can have an American strong ale, an English strong ale. As long as it's 7%, it
It's
can
a
be a
strong
strong
ale.
ale. So it's still an ale. It's just a higher ABV ale.
Oh, I'm dumb. I always thought stuff that was higher like that was just IPAs.
Well, you're
Same.
probably not wrong, because India Pale Ale, they're still strong
guess, yeah.
ales.
Yeah, true.
No,
But-
well, they have like the higher bitter, like hairspray taste almost, like more hops too. We should get into that on the
Hoppy.
episode where we talk about what makes it an India Pale, like what it defines the IPA. No, it's growing on me.
I told you.
I
give
think
it a
I
few
liked it
sips.
from the start.
They're definitely capitalizing on like the fruitiness. Like when you think like a winter beer or a Christmas beer, I always think, at least personally, like heavier, darker beer. This is kind of more like berries and fruit kind of
But
thing.
it gives the darker.
Was this
berries.
bland?
It looks dark,
No.
so it gives you that feel. But then you taste it, and it's very fruity. It's like almost like a cider.
Yeah, I would say like a cider.
Yeah.
That's a good way to phrase
I like
it.
the flavor all the way, and I do also like that I can see you through it. So it's not super dark.
You like when you can see me anytime, pal.
Put that as a review on their website. You can see through it.
You can see your friends through it. This Shiner is also a city
Yeah,
in Texas
Shiner,
or a town,
Texas.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so Shiner is not actually the brewery's name. It's Spetzel Brewery, but it's located in Shiner, Texas.
So they call it Shiner because it's an ode to their town.
Probably a little, yeah, and it's probably a little easier to say than Spetzel, based
Makes
on the
sense.
person who made it.
Bavarians, am I
Yeah.
right?
Well, they did break the mold when they made this holiday beer because they kind of deviated from traditional Bavarian style beers when they started making one that had more fruit for holidays. Because historically speaking, there was a lot of beers that you would get that were from Germany and Czech Republic and stuff like that, and they didn't really deviate from traditional methods. And this was fruitier and kind of off the beaten path. So trailblazers, these ones.
Has anyone had a regular Shiner beer? Have you?
I've had a Shiner
going
Bock.
to Texas. Was it a Bock or whatever, or
Oh.
just like a yellow label Shiner beer,
In Texas,
or just you ever had a Shiner beer?
at least I think so.
Yeah.
With
Do you
I'm
remember?
sure I have with Johnny.
You don't remember?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
I don't.
No, you don't know.
I don't know,
Johnny
honestly,
Big
if
in
I
the
have.
box.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bock.
Bach.
Do you know what Bock?
It's the bottom of the barrel. That's what the Bach is.
That's
There-
the reason why I brought it up. I recall
Yeah.
maybe drinking one of them, and that's why I was like, "Is it Shinerbach?
Yeah.
Is it like a?
Yeah. No.
I don't remember though.
As previously discussed off air, a lot of stories do derive from Johnny, so you wouldn't probably be wrong.
A lot of stories degrade from Johnny. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of highs and lows.
A lot of hops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found an interesting little controversy that they had. So they in their town of Shiner, there was another brewery called Karbach, Karbach, that came in that put up a giant placard and billboard in there in Shiner that said that there's a new Bach in town. And Shiner got really like heated about it. They put out like public releases and like in newspapers about how they were like, this isn't the first time that someone's tried to come and replace us. And they said, we've had Anheuser-Busch and InBev try to show up here before. This happened in 2016, but the beer that tried to come in there, obviously, Michelob Amberbach tried to get really popular in Shiner. And then also Ziegenbach by InBev tried to be
Capitalize on the Bock.
capitalize on the Bach,
Bach
inside.
game?
Yeah, in the Bach game. And
lot of
Shiner
Bach
said,
fans.
we've survived them. We won't lose to you. But they basically came out publicly and kind of like raked Karbach and raked them over the coals.
I had read that there's a ram on all of their beer bottles from Shiner or Spetzel, but there's not one on this. But they said that Bock is German for ram,
Oh, I didn't know that.
so they put it on there. Why would you?
I guess I'm not German, so I am German, but I'm not from Germany.
You're
so.
Bavarian.
Yeah, next week I'll be in a lederhosen.
I just put the Bavarian pretzel. You ever had one of those?
Really good.
Delicious.
What's that?
It's a salty
I don't know
snack.
what that is.
Just well, all I know it as is a huge pretzel
You come here from Annie Ann's?
with
Mustard.
So, Brett, would you give this beer to a homeless person?
Would you give a car to a homeless
Hold
person?
on. Let Brett answer the question. Would you give this beer to a homeless person?
absolutely.
That makes sense because you're a very giving person. What else would you give to a homeless person?
Perhaps your
I'm
friends-
sorry. I'll be PC. What else would you give to an unhoused person?
Is that the term now?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm supposed to say. My producer just said I need to say unhoused. Like I unhoused them.
A car ride to Kroger.
So,
In the snow?
Say what?
Nick, do you want to tell the story?
Was it?
No, I
snow?
don't.
I don't have a good transition for this, I guess.
Just ask it.
Well, it's not really even a question.
Oh,
He just
okay.
has to tell the story. There's a story that you have to tell.
That's why you're here.
Then you want to set it up about how it started.
This is why I invited you here.
Set it up at how it started. Why did it happen? Where? Oh, I guess we.
All right,
were-
a young boy one day dreams of having his own brand new car. He turns 16. He gets a brand new car. It's clean. It smells nice.
Brand new? Not even
Oh,
used?
oh
yeah.
spanking new.
Oh, okay. Like
Brand
new car smell?
2010.
Smoke was
No,
rolling
I'm sorry.
off the tires.
2008
Okay.
Chevy Cobalt LS stick
Oh.
shift, roll down windows,
clean.
That used to be like my dream car that I wanted.
plastic trim.
Well,
New car
Yeah.
smells only something you get once in a while in your life.
until the homeless person gets in.
Transient.
Unhoused, my bad.
Unhoused, yes.
Canceled.
You put this vehicle in trust of your friend, and then what happens?
That friend rips all that trust away. So
Tell the story from the beginning.
sure.
Could you?
Enlighten me, please.
Yeah.
Strap in.
Nick.
God damn it.
I haven't said that in like 12 episodes.
Lie.
I heard it last
Just
episode.
because Seth's not here doesn't mean there's not an adult.
Lies, you're not listening.
I am. I just told Seth it was. Anyways, it was your car. You're trying to be vague. I don't understand.
It was my car.
What did you do with Kenny's car?
Yeah. So Kenny wanted to go see one of his girlfriends in high school. It's a brand new car. And I recall it being nighttime. You said it wasn't, but I think it was nighttime.
It wasn't dark.
Yes, it was. This is a vivid memory in my head because it was
Evening.
creepy.
All right, so Brett's got the memory.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's nighttime. It's dark.
It's dark, and you weren't supposed to be at this person's house.
No, because her parents were home. Weren't home.
So what happened was you said, "Hey, go drive my new car around for a little bit, and then come pick me up in like 10 minutes or I don't know."
Whoa!
Let's
17
give him
minutes.
30
I was
minutes.
being
Come on.
generous. You said like 5, but I was like, "Okay, I'll go take it around Pataskala." And so
Also, it doesn't take 17 minutes to go around Pataskala, but go ahead.
true.
Two
No.
Trump.
What I
Couple
actually
loops.
remember. So you said go drive it around. I remember seeing Brax
Who's Brax?
call out there, mechanic.
Mechanic
You
Brax.
so you saw your mechanic at the store. Okay. So on the way to drop me off
Jason Statham?
at this person's house, you saw your mechanic at a gas station nearby.
He was at UDF, and so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back there and see what he was doing with his friends." By the time I get back there, he was gone. I was like, "All right." So I turned around to go back to your girlfriend's house, and an unhoused lady ran out in the middle of the street and jumped in front of your car. And I was actually actively on the phone with Michelle at the time, fighting with her. Surprise.
Not surprised.
Could you tell this woman
Did
was
you
unhoused?
hit the woman?
What did you do wrong?
No.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Hold on.
Yeah, she jumped in front of the car, and so it was cold outside. I rolled down the window. "Can you give me a ride to Kroger?" And I was like, "No, this is not my car." And she's like, "Please." And it was cold out, and I have a heart, so I said, "Fine, get in." She gets in, and we're driving to Kroger. It's literally like a 2 to 3 minute drive.
And
on
this
the-
is in P-Town?
Oh yeah, so
Okay.
it was by UDF.
Immediately, the value of the car drops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're driving to Kroger, and somehow in this 3 minute drive, she learned to get my name because when we get to Kroger, I'm like, "All right, we're here." It was just small talk the whole time. And she was like, "I'm not getting out." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "You got to get out. I got to go pick up my friend. This is his car." She said, "Brett, I'm not getting out." And I was like, "Oh, freaking using my name." Now, and she's like, "I need a ride to Newark." And I was like, "I can't drive you to Newark."
That's a 20-minute drive
So
from there.
she asked to go to Kroger. You
Yep.
take her to Kroger.
She meant 21st
She
Street.
refuses to get out.
Refuses to get out. Yep. And then
She's been rehoused. She's got a new one.
Swappers right.
She's living in it now.
Roof over her head. She's set.
yeah, so she refuses to get out, asked me to take her to Newark. I said, "I can't do that." And she's like, "Well, give me $17.50 then." I was like, "Huh? I'm a high schooler. I have $5 in my pocket because it was my dinner money from my dad." And it's like, I have $5. I can't. She's like, "I'm not getting out." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And the Kenny's calling, like, "Where you at?"
I'm done, man.
And so I'm like,
It's been 12 minutes.
Parents are coming home
during
been
all
7.
this, I turned the car around going to get Kenny, which is another like 3 minutes back,
with her.
with her in the car. Like, this is fucking
Because
awkward.
she won't get out.
Yeah.
The old ball and chain.
And I'm freaking out.
Are we sure she was
She weighed more than Brett.
not?
Probably at the time.
Are we sure she was unhoused and not a
Drug addict.
prostitute?
I've not
I've
seen
never
one
seen
in
a Pataskala
Pataskala.
prostitute before.
I mean, I've never. Normally, they get out of the car,
She
but
wasn't-
she
You
expected you to pay her before she got out of the car. So that's screaming something else to me.
What are you getting for
What did she
$17.50?
need for $17.50?
Also, why is it $17.50?
That's what I wanted to know.
It's the going rate.
Did you ask?
No,
It's whore math.
I was horrified.
There you go. Nice whore drop.
in this car, are you just like,
Yeah, like I was. What? How old were we? We were like,
First of all,
Were we out of high school?
Brett was probably 100 pounds soaking wet. I don't know if
was-
you've seen Brett when he was in high school. He was tiny, petite.
He was petite.
I could have held my own against this.
I'm sure you could have.
This broad.
This
All you had to
crack.
do was throw PCP and run.
I see Street Fighter. The new Street Fighter is coming out with Brett versus a homeless woman.
Unhoused.
Unhoused or transient.
I'm convinced she was a prostitute now.
So you brought her back.
Yeah, I brought her back to you as a present.
Thank you. Look what I
Hey,
brought you.
on it.
how was your time at your girlfriend's house? I brought you this gift.
Well, what happened was, I get back to her house and park like a little ways away, probably like 50 yards past her house.
Okay.
Like 3 houses down and then like awkward.
Talk about sloppy seconds.
And I walk up to the door and knock the door, and Kenny comes sprinting out because I don't know why he came running out.
Her parents were on their way home. I had to.
Oh,
vacate
okay.
the
You were like, I
premises.
got to get the fuck out of here.
And so he like comes sprinting out. I'm like, dude, don't go to your car. He's like, oh, why? You're like, there's a girl.
No, but you were excited. You're like, dude, don't. And the car's 4 houses down, and I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So wait, you left this woman
Yeah.
Yeah.
unattended
Oh yeah.
in the vehicle.
She wasn't getting out no matter what.
Did you take the keys
Yeah, I
with
was
you?
going to say, do you have the keys?
Yeah, I
That's
took
one.
the
Oh,
keys.
okay. Thank God.
I took
All
the
right.
keys.
All right. I'm just.
All right, we'll see.
Here,
You picked
ran
up a
it in
girl.
to save a lot at that point.
We'll see.
Yeah, so he comes sprinting out. I was like, dude. Because it was nervous laughter, but it was-
Okay.
and I was like, don't go to your car. There's a girl in there. He's like, who? Michelle, Jessica, something like
All right,
kept-
stop with the names. No, you're good. I was just fucking with you.
Oh.
I thought it was a girl that Brett was like. I thought Brett had
Boykin?
like a different. No, I just thought Brett had like a
Sheboygan?
girl in the car, and I was
Okay,
like, oh.
I get where you're going because it's if you came to his house or whatever, pick him up, you're like, I got a girl in the car. Don't go over there.
True. Yeah.
Oh,
Good point.
cool. Good for you, bro. Wait, no, you're seeing Michelle, so that's not cool. Bad. But
I just
Bad-
didn't know.
That's
I,
where I-
bad Brett.
I was like, he's
That's
like girl
probably
in the
where
car.
your
I figured
mind
it was
was.
a girl we knew, and I was like, what do you mean there's a girl in the car? What are you doing?
Brett was always into mature women, so.
Anyways. So you're like, yeah, just
random Nick comments.
You just gotta ignore him.
You just gotta keep going.
Yeah. So you go running to
Can't
the
do
car.
that.
I'm like, no, there's a girl in there. Don't go in there. And like, oh,
Yeah, it's all
like, who
goofy
is it? And your windows were really tinted. And again, like I said, it was dark out.
because I was a baller.
And you peeked in the passenger window trying to see, and you couldn't see anyone. And then you opened.
Because I could see straight through.
Yeah.
But there was no one straight through. Like there was no head sitting in the passenger seat. I was like, ow.
There's no one in there.
Nice try, Brett.
And you open the door up, and
That's Tom Segura.
her ass was where your feet go, and her feet was where your
Yeah.
ass go.
She did the old reverse foot ass move. She put her like butt in the wheel well, in like the foot well, and put her feet up on the seat. Her dirty homeless feet.
What?
Like dirty unhoused feet up on my
Why?
seat. She was trying to hide from me. She thought like this
Because
was gonna
before I
be-
went and got Kenny, I said, I'm going to go get my friend. This is his car. And so she probably,
Didn't she say like I'm gonna hide? He won't care.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
when
she
he
said, "You
opens
don't
the
care."
fucking door, I'm not gonna be here.
So no, like no joke. She's like
What?
sitting there like with her butt down, like where your feet belong in the wheel well.
You can't see
Not wheel
me
well,
even if you
know what I
open
mean.
the door. I'm hidden.
And I
Oh.
opened the door. She's in the passenger side, and she's like, ugh. And I was like,
The troll bridge.
you squeaked. You were like, ma'am.
I was like, ma'am, get out of my car. I was 16, 17, something like that.
How old was she?
Oh, she,
40s.
yeah,
Well-
40s.
Looked 40s?
Or, yeah. Or
Because she
late
was
20s
so-
on drugs. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
How
know.
many
All right.
track marks did you count them?
She was either a dirty 40 or a clean, a dirty 29 or a clean 49, something like that.
So definitely dirty.
Definitely from
yeah.
Newark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funniest part about it was, so she crawls out of the car. You didn't touch her, right? You didn't rip her out.
No.
She
You
kind of
didn't
just,
put your
Not
hands
yet.
on her.
Yeah, you would have had
Kinda, I
to, you had to
just-
clean those hands with Comet.
she crawled out and she had a purse on her. And Kenny was like, give me your purse. And he snatches it away and he's rummaging through it. Like, what you taking my shit?
I thought she stole shit. I was a high school boy. I had like $5 in quarters in
That's
there.
how we knew that Kenny was going to be a good police officer.
Wait, so you were a high school boy with a brand new Chevy Cobalt
LS. Don't leave that part out.
LS
Limited
with
series.
tinted windows.
Yeah. I was worried. I thought
Mommy
she
and
might,
Daddy really loved you, huh?
I made the payments. They Co-signed.
Yeah. After that, he was paying with his Voyager phone. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Somebody sounds jealous. Yeah, I thought she stole my CDs.
He had a track phone.
You're still my CD.
I don't know, what do unhoused people from Newark like? Who knows?
I want to know how she got there.
I had a phone charger. I had
You remember there was
an
that
aux cable,
there was that
quarters, anything. Fair game.
there was that little building that I thought helped people. You know where Do It Best is now, or
Oh, yeah.
Do you mean the
Okay.
Salvation Army or Goodwill?
Yeah.
yeah, but there was a building to the left of that I thought was
In that
like-
little strip.
Yeah,
You mean the trailer
No, it's a
park?
child care center now, yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought it was like
Rehab.
Texas rehab. No,
I know
thought
you mean it's like
Halfway house.
I thought that's where she came
No,
from
I know
because
what-
that's
I
where
know
she
what you're
jumped out in front of the car.
Oh, okay.
But and she looked like she could use some help.
But she had actually crawled out of the sewer.
With a balloon.
A few moments later.
I have so many more questions.
Oh, this story has so many tangents that you could go down.
God damn it.
We still
Nick.
A few moments later.
So she got out.
I like this chair.
So you got her out of the
work chair.
vehicle in this neighborhood?
I didn't get her out. She self-removed.
Okay. So she got out in this
That's what
neighborhood
he wants you to believe.
She re-unhoused herself from my
from your vehicle.
and then I hopped in the passenger seat and I said, "Let's go."
Well, I mean,
no?
it wasn't just that. He tossed her purse on the ground, sprinted.
Far enough away that she would have to run away from my car to give us time to get in. It was very tactical.
Seems
sprinted
very
to-
intelligent.
his door, got in and locked it, and I was still out with the homeless lady. And he's like, "Let's go!"
Unhoused. Yeah,
Or, what,
Let's just go with homeless because
that's fair.
You're fucking with my mind.
It's 20.
Anyways, he locks the door, says, "Let's go." I jump in. And the whole time, the local Chinese food store employees came home to their house, just staring at us the whole time.
the
Are you
owners
talking
of
about Super Walk lived over there?
The owners of Super Walk were staring at us like,
Like their whole family.
and the smell lingered for how long?
years.
Years?
I had that car for years.
And you could still smell
Every
her.
time I got in, I'm like, it smells like a homeless person.
Unhoused.
That's what I said.
Yep, that's what you said.
And then I
And-
texted my girlfriend. I said, "Lock your door." There's a crazy
Crazy
person
bitch.
outside. Yeah, she's probably gonna,
We can call her a crazy
she's
bitch.
probably gonna complain about her purse being thrown on the ground, but she didn't steal my CDs, so we're good.
Thank God. Please tell me you still have those CDs.
I do.
Same.
Never thrown a CD away.
I almost did the other day.
If you know one thing about me, you should know I've never thrown a CD away.
I know you don't throw
important.
anything away.
No, I'm a hoarder.
Yep.
I still have all my CDs too, the ones that we burnt. Like, just
Yeah.
Back to this beer, I would recommend trying it.
They have a lot of beer. Have you seen their lineup of beers?
I thought they only had Shiner Bock in this.
No.
Damn it.
Alicia, you might actually be interested to enjoy the this beer called where was it? I just saw one that. Oh yeah, here it is. Shiner Sea Salt and Lime Summer Lager. So it might be right up your Bud Light lime.
Yeah, that's right up my alley.
Yep. You could probably find that one middle shelf.
Hopefully.
You could probably get to that one.
probably see through it too.
Could definitely see my friends through it.
I would try this. It's grown on me. I like it now.
$10 for a 6-pack, so it's not gonna break the bank.
Yeah, at first I
5.4%.
didn't really care for it, but now it's like
It kind of hits you. It's kind of weird the first taste, but then
I told you a few sips and you're locked in.
kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
It's got alcohol in it, so it's fine.
Yeah. That's the goal.
5.4%, 12 ounce holiday cheer. Pick one up. If you don't think you'll like it, pick up a 6-pack, give it to somebody. They'll let you have one. See how that works?
There's no
can
such thing
try
as
it.
free lunch as
You
free
can-
beer, though.
Then you can try it, but you also get credit for giving a gift.
Yep.
Right.
Win-win.
Win-win.
The best way to
Then you
spread
take one
Christmas
back.
cheer is drink Shiner Holiday Cheer.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Malt Vault. Thank you to our gracious host / producer over here, Darlene Sneak Maynard.
we're outroing that too.
We're out.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Brett, I didn't know I drove to your house, buddy. Brett's our host now.